Now at 10, Webb City's Veterans of Foreign Affairs gives back to the community with the Thanksgiving dinner. Plus, Celebration Church in Joplin hosts a Thanksgiving potluck lunch event. And Hideout Harley-Davidson spreads early Christmas cheer with a memorial toy run.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. This is your KOAM News at 10. I'm Jalen Banks. Sheriff Groves of Cherokee County released images and video of 2 men wanted in relation to residential burglaries in the county. In security video, you see 2 men enter into a door in the dark. One man quickly disables the blank camera and the video clip ends. Suspects may be in a stolen 2021 red Toyota Venza. Call the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office at 620-429-3992 for any information you may have. Webb City's Veterans of Foreign Wars is hosting a Thanksgiving dinner for the community. Anyone in Webb City or surrounding areas is able to stop by for a free Thanksgiving dinner. This dinner is possible because of bingo donations.
We raise our money through bingo, and so then we try to give back to the community, and this is one of the ways that we give back.
Webb City's VFW also hosts bingo game events to raise money to give to the community, events like Thanksgiving dinners, Christmas baskets, and more. A toy run and memorial for Mike Boyd was held in Joplin. Boyd passed away in September, and the bikers and friends of his group bought toys and brought them to the St. Paul Methodist Church. The presents go to families in need.
Yeah, I think there's just people have to have a heart and a compassion for other people. And this year's the Mike Boyd Memorial Tour Run. And so for Mike, this was essential to everything that he believed in. He wanted kids to have a great Christmas. And so for him, it was worth it to take time out of your day to do the toy run and then go buy toys. And so that spirit just transitions over, I think, year after year after year. When you have someone that cares about it, it's inspiring, right? So other people want to be a part of it.
This is the 20th toy run for the group. Celebration Church in Joplin held a Thanksgiving potluck, allowing the congregation an opportunity to participate in Thanksgiving before people hit the road for the holidays.
So coming out of the season of COVID, people really long for community and a sense of being together. And so we felt like it was time to get people back together, just face to face, meeting together, just sharing memories together and food and fellowship, and just before we kind of disperse for the holidays.
To find more community events such as this one, you can find them on our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. And now we move to weather. Doug, what do you have for us?
Well, it actually turned out to be a nice weekend. It was chilly, of course, but we have plenty of sunshine across the region, which, hey, we'll definitely take, but we'd like to bump the temps up just a little bit. We are going in the right direction, 46, but look at this. We started at 17 degrees, so that is a new record low. The old record was 21 degrees, but thankfully we're going to start to warm back up. 34 in Nevada, 30 in Neosho, 33 in Oswego. Yates Center is sitting at 32 degrees. We're not going to get near as cold tonight. We'll drop back 26, 27 degrees. Clear skies across the region. We have one little weak system that is going to pass to our south over the next day or two. So here's your overnight planner. 30 here shortly, 29 by 7 a.m. and then 43 by 10 a.m. Still, we're going to have clear skies. We do have a storm system for Thanksgiving. We're going to chat about that here in just a bit.
Yesterday in Anderson, Missouri, services for a young tow truck driver that was killed in a single vehicle crash on I-44 in Joplin on Tuesday morning. Bradley Skaggs, who is 18 years old, was a lifelong McDonald County resident. His family had asked that tow truck operators and first responders led the funeral procession. The total number at this moment is unknown, but the procession stretched for miles. He was buried in South Knoll near Sulphur Springs, Arkansas. He is survived by his parents, brothers, sisters, and fiance. The weather hampered travel on what's traditionally one of the busiest weekends of the year. The TSA screened more than 2 million passengers Saturday alone. This is FlightAware's misery map. Right now, the worst delays are flights from New York to Los Angeles. And CBS's Daniel Backus is at LAX with more.
Jam-packed airports, maxed out parking lots, and pricey tickets. That's what travelers face when flying for Thanksgiving this year. Nearly 55 million people are expected to be on the move with the holiday rush already on.
What was your experience like in Seattle at that airport?
Seattle was totally busy. There were people everywhere, huge lines for security, for baggage claim. A lot of tempers started to flare.
Airlines are trying to prevent the cancellation chaos of last Thanksgiving by adding more pilots and adjusting schedules. But the crowds aren't the only thing frustrating some flyers. The price of an airline ticket has jumped 43% from a year ago.
I used all my points and it was around $670. Without my points, it would have been well over $1,000.
Despite higher airfares, demand remains strong with air travel up about 8% from 2021. For many families, flying takes plenty of planning and patience.
With 3 kids, it's hard, but we made it. Forgot the cell phone in the car. We tried to plan for it, but it didn't work out.
The majority of Americans are skipping the skies by taking road trips, but filling up still cost about 36 cents a gallon more than a year ago. Now, AAA says the busiest time on the roads is expected next Wednesday as millions try to make it home in time for that Thanksgiving meal. And for flyers, the worst time to be at any airport is expected next Sunday. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
We now take this time to honor our four-state hero. Jack Piper, a Girard, Kansas native, served in the Air Force. Piper served during the Vietnam War, the Bosnian conflict, and Operation Desert Storm. He earned the Vietnam Service Medal, Expert Marksmanship Medal, and the Good Conduct Medal. To Sergeant Jack Piper, we thank you, our four-state hero. Plus, President Biden facing questions about his age. The Kansas Secretary of State declared that all 105 Kansas counties had completed their post-election audit. State law mandates post-election audits, which were conducted in Kansas for the first time in 2019 under the Schwab administration. A post-election audit is performed to confirm that the ballot count matches the total vote count. Counties are required to submit the audit results to the Secretary of State's office for final approval. Today, President Joe Biden marked a milestone that no other American president has done while in office. He turned 80. For more on that and today's other political headlines, let's check with CBS's Natalie Brand at the White House.
Facing questions about his age, President Biden said he'll make a final decision on running for re-election early next year.
I think he should. I think he's extremely capable. What he's been able to do in the last 2 years is an unprecedented level of accomplishment.
On the other side, a field of potential rivals is already courting support.
We've accomplished more over a 4-year period than anybody thought possible, but I can tell you this, we've got a lot more to do, and I have only begun to fight.
Candidate quality matters. Holy cow, have we learned that one the tough way.
And trying to take the spotlight from former President Donald Trump, whose platform just received a boost from Elon Musk, reinstating Trump's Twitter account Saturday night after taking a social media poll. Even as Trump has said he now prefers his own social media platform.
I don't know if, that decision should be made by some poll.
It's a reversal of Trump's lifetime ban from Twitter over concerns his tweets could incite more violence following the January 6th Capitol attack. The congressional committee closer to finishing up its work.
Within a month, the public will have everything that we've found, all the evidence.
And that includes the Department of Justice, as its investigation into the former president's involvement is now managed by a special counsel. At the White House, Natalie Brandt, CBS News.
The Justice Department is investigating Oklahoma's response to mental health crises. The DOJ is examining if state officials, Oklahoma City officials, and the Oklahoma City Police Department are providing the proper care for adults with mental health issues. Specifically, whether they are unnecessarily admitting people to institutions, while also relying on police rather than providing community-based mental health services. The investigation is expected to take 1 year. And Doug joins us with a look at the forecast. And a little later, a precious photo album is returned.
Well, it definitely turned out to be a nice Sunday for us today. Plenty of sunshine. We did set a record low this morning, so it was super cold, but we are starting to warm things up, especially as we get into the next couple days. Clear skies right now. Here's a nice shot. This is Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Of course, Indigo is just outside of Seneca, Missouri. Looks pretty good. We're going to have clear skies as we go through the overnight hours tonight. We do need to bump these temperatures up just a bit, only into lower 40s yesterday. Teens this morning, mid-40s for highs during the afternoon hours for us today. But look at these record lows. There's 15 at Grand Lake. It was 16 in Coffeyville. It's 19 in Fort Scott. Monette down to 20. Springfield got down to 18. Tulsa got down to 20. So it was a cold night. We did get a little bit warmer, mid-40s during the afternoon. Now, of course, we're dropping back. It's not going to be as cold tonight, but yeah, it's cold. It's 29 in Carthage. It's 33 in Fort Scott. Nowata sitting at 30. Pineville at 31. Monette at 30 degrees. So it is going to be cold, just not as bad as what we have seen. We'll slide back, upper 20s, 43 by 10, mostly sunny skies through the morning hours, but an overnight low of 27, which we can handle, especially after we dropped into the teens last night. All right, clear skies. Nothing's going to happen tonight. We're going to stay with clear skies. We do have this system across parts of Texas. This is going to stay to our south, so it's not a big deal. Finally, the lake effect snow starting to wind down just a bit. If we look out toward the west, not a whole bunch going on. This is our weather as we go through the next couple days, but there is a storm system out across the Gulf of Alaska that will start to affect us late Wednesday, Thursday, possibly into Friday as well. All right, mid to upper 20s tonight. Let's go through the morning. We'll stop at noon. Temps near 50, not bad. As we get into the afternoon hours, we'll warm into the mid 50s, so a little bit warmer than what we saw today. Tomorrow night, we drop back, not as cold, into lower 30s for overnight lows. We'll get a few clouds in here by the time Tuesday morning rolls around. Tuesday afternoon, looking pretty good. I think most of us upper 50s, maybe even pushing 60 in some spots. Tuesday night, clouds will start to increase ahead of our next storm system. All right, here's your day planner for you on your Monday. 29 at 7, 50 at noon, 49 by 5. Clear skies throughout the day. High temp right around 53 degrees. Let's go into Wednesday. Big travel day. And I think in the 4-state area, we're going to be dry. Clouds increase, but Wednesday night into Thursday morning, of course, Thanksgiving, showers start to increase across the region. So we should have rain on Thursday, and then we'll have to see the exact track of this system to figure out how long it sticks around and all that wonderful jazz by the time we head into the next couple days. All right, 53 for us tomorrow, 58 Tuesday, 59 on Wednesday, getting better. But those rain chances increasing, cooling down. Friday, only a high of 47. But right now, the weekend looking pretty good.
Yeah, those temps look awesome.
Yeah, we'll take it.
If we can keep like some, yeah, for sure. If we could keep some lower wind as well, it'd really be perfect. All right, sounds good. Thank you, Doug. It's the season of giving, and one Missouri man has given back a special gift. After finding some family photo albums in the trash, he went to great lengths to return them to their owner. And one reporter has more.
As a veteran, Marcus Rao has a motto he likes to live by.
I feel like you have to do one good deed every day.
On a recent stop at this Oakville BP, Rao admits he got more than he bargained for.
It was just odd finding photo albums in a gas station trash can. And this was kind of a sign for me to do my good deed. This has to get back to the person that owns them, and somebody wants these out here.
Flipping through the albums, he discovered they belonged to a woman named Betty Lloyd.
This person appears to be a senior, which makes it a little harder to find on social media. I've gone to the police station and tried tracking them down. I've gone to tax assessors to find out where they live. So far, I haven't found anything that can identify where she's at.
After Rao turned to 5 on Your Side for help, I went to an old address for Betty. Though I didn't find Betty, her neighbors sent me here to Ziegenheim Funeral Home, where the 90-year-old not only works, but where she was laid to rest. And with their help, we made this moment possible.
Hello. Mark. I'm Jill.
Jill Rectine was Betty's power of attorney.
Well, I miss her every day, and I think she's probably cheering right now in heaven that these are here and we have them.
Though it's still not clear how the albums ended up in the trash,
she sees a silver lining in the incident.
How wonderful for someone to go to all this trouble to try to find the owner of these pictures.
As Rao and Rectine sat together, flipping through the memories, she repeatedly thanked him for returning a piece of her heart.
I still can't believe it. I just can't believe there's still good people out there that would, do something like this.
I hope it doesn't end up in the trash again.
And still ahead, the Chiefs are on the road tonight. It's an AFC West battle with the Chargers. Details coming up. And Jackson Mars helps lift Seneca to the state semifinals. That and more next.
The Kansas City Chiefs are 7-2 this season and have won 3 straight games. They're on the road tonight facing the Chargers. These two teams met once already in Week 2. Kansas City came back to win that one 27-24. It's another battle tonight. Kansas City takes the lead with 30 seconds left. They win it 30-27. Travis Kelce finishes with 6 catches for 115 yards and 3 scores, including the game winner. The Pitt State Gorillas came ready to play on Saturday, shutting out UIndy in the first round of the playoffs 35-0. Devin Garrison scored 2 touchdowns, and the Pitt State defense forced 6 turnovers. Antoine Nunn Jr. had 2 interceptions, including a pick 6. Dubem Okonkwo had 5 tackles, 2 sacks, and a lot of fun.
Dubem brings energy every day, just in life. That's who he is as a young man, and he's fun to be around. And sometimes we have to find the time or the way to draw the line sometimes, but he has a lot of fun with the guys. And I love, and I told our football team this early on, do not lose that edge that they have out there. Our guys are dancing, and I have officials warning us no dancing and all this, but our guys love to play football. They love to celebrate together, and it's a lot of fun to be around.
Seneca is headed to the Class II semifinals following a big 28-14 win over Liberty Mountain View on Saturday. The Indians tamed the Eagles' high-powered offense, while junior running back Jackson Mars scored 3 touchdowns.
He's such a tough kid, to take the amount of carries he does on offense and then turn right around on defense and play with extreme effort. And but he takes care of his body. He trains the right way in the weight room and gives himself a chance to be successful this time of year.
On Saturday, Missouri Southern and Pittsburgh State competed in the Central Region Cross Country Championships. The Lions hosted this year's event. The Southern men continue their dominant season, taking home the team and individual titles this weekend. Gideon Kimutai won the race for the 3rd time in his career, and teammate Ryan Riddle placed 4th. Pittsburgh State finished in 4th as a team. The Gorillas were led by Matthew Oglesby and Diego Contreras. They placed 2nd and 3rd. On the women's side, the Gorillas are the regional runners-up. Laura Murdoch was the first Pitt State runner to cross the finish line. In 6th place, Missouri Southern finished 12th as a team. That's a look at sports. We're back after this.
A variety of new offerings at the theaters challenged the Black Panther sequel at the box office. And no surprise, none of them came close. David Daniel has the early estimates for the weekend at the box office.
Oh, come on.
Ticket to Paradise fell to 5th place, but passed the $60 million mark in domestic box office with a $3.2 million weekend. Black Adam dropped from 2nd to 4th place. $4.5 million gave the superhero flick a domestic total of $157 million. The first 2 episodes of Season 3 of the Christian streaming series The Chosen debuted in theaters and took 3rd place with $8.2 million.
Do not eat. Taste.
Moviegoers found The Menu a tasty treat. The darkly comic thriller opened in 2nd place, cooking up $9 million.
Stop! Right there! Who are you?
Black Panther Wakanda Forever ruled the box office for the 2nd straight weekend, earning $67.3 million for a 10-day domestic total of $288 million. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, Doug, well, you can breathe now with that W that the Chiefs just got.
Yeah, that was a little stressful,
Man,
back and forth, but man, what a game, what a game.
Absolutely. What do you have for us?
Weather looks pretty good. We're going to have a couple nice days, 53 tomorrow, 58 on Tuesday. Showers start to sneak in. This is going to be late Wednesday night into Thanksgiving, so we need to watch that for some traveling, cooling down. We need to see the exact track of this storm system, but definitely it's going to get wet the second half of the week, but at least temperatures the next couple days way better than what we have been.
All right, sounds good. And Danny, back to that Chiefs game. Doug and I, we were talking off camera. They did it without McCole Hardman, Juju, MVS, and Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, and a few guys went down during the game as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I mean, when you have the great equalizer and Patrick Mahomes, you know, yeah, we can throw him in there.
Anything's possible with 30 seconds left, right?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, that's our time for now. Remember, we're always on at KOAMNewsNow.com and the KOAM News app. Thank you for making us part of your night.